sorry that I keep cutting it on and off. I get a little embarrassed when there's so many people around and talk while I record. But I'm gonna suck up my fear and okay. I won't touch them. Where are they? Oh my word, it is bats right there. Come on, man, can't you zoom in? Guys, there's bats.
You can hear them. They're bats, yep. 2 dozen neighboring families of bats.
Probably did. Okay. That's crazy.
They're hanging in there.
They are?
Bats.
Ooh, I got up close to
You got it.
Wow, guys.
That's
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like my float's moved on. I might read some of the signs, but I'm not going to read them all, so if you want to pause the video or whatnot to read it, then you can. I like being around people, but I really don't like talking like this in public for some reason, but I guess I'll have to get over that. Oh my word, what is this? Art exhibition sponsors. I'm definitely not going to read these, but y'all can take a look at it if you want. Here's the picture of the Ark replica they built. I'm holding my phone in my hand because I don't have one of them selfie sticks or whatever. I could step back and look at them. I'm gonna mosey on over here and record this here work encounter map because I didn't get to earlier. That's all the stuff in deck 2 that we're probably about to go up to. We're in deck 1. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
The skylines. Oh, he's off over here. Let's go over here. This is pretty interesting. Edge jointed planking, ancient Greek ships featured planking with mortise and tenon joints. These interlocking pieces will prevent the planks from sliding and loosening up. Wow, that's pretty interesting. That's awesome. Or anything, so I'm gonna use my words here. The cubit is equal to the distance between a person's elbow and the tip of his finger. How long does a cubit? Modern distance, such as a meter or foot, are standardized. However, in ancient times, cubit lengths were not consistent across cultures. Consequently, a variety of cubit lengths were used. The normal cubit mentioned in the Bible is estimated to have been between 17.5 and 18 inches. Wow. What is a royal cubit? Many ancient construction projects were built using a royal cubit, which adds the width 4 fingers, approximately 3 inches. Standard cubit. Although we do not use cubits in construction today, the term is still applied to the area of the arm near the elbow called the cubital fossa. And the vein in that region often used for intravenous procedures is called the median cubital vein, if I pronounced all of it correctly. It's incredible. This is one over here. Well, guys, it looks like we're going up to the 2nd floor. I think. Yep. We're done with everything down here. Going up. Also, I'm going to do my best to read loud more. That wasn't so bad, honestly. Up we go. I hope y'all are enjoying this, because I know I sure am. I'm going to talk even louder than before. You know what? Oh, wow. You know I'm afraid of heights, so this is kind of scary for me going up like this. Especially considering you see through the floor. But, I think I'll be fine. As long as I don't look down, of course. You might think I'm silly for having a fear of heights. But, maybe I'll get over them one day. This might help a bit. Every time I go up really high like this, and I know I can see underneath, it's kind of frightening. It makes my legs go a little bit lighter. We're almost there. This floor is sturdy though. When they built this replica, they sure did structure it really well. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. The pre-flood world, huh? Nice seats to sit on. Map of the facility. Y'all, it's a nice place here. Wow. Whoever did this did a pretty good job. Let's go over here and read some of these. On the 7th day, the Lord rested from all the work he had done. He blessed this day and set it apart from the 6 days for creation. With the days of creation 24 hours each, just like our current days, each of these days was marked by an evening and a morning, indicating that they were normal length. Also, when Moses received the 10 Commandments, God told him that the people were to work for 6 days and rest for 1 day, because that is what he did when he made it. Wow. Stand back and get this picture right here. like there's restrooms right there. I'm gonna go this way since there's less people. Now, I'm not exactly sure. But this way seems to be that way, so. I'm gonna wait until they're done. Let's continue. I do not know where I'm from, but I'll find them eventually. We're bound to cross paths again.
God said
Those longer amateur Cuban
all flesh that lived on land. If he was speaking only of a local flood, it seems like God would have told me to move instead of spending decades building this ark. Plus, I wouldn't have needed to bring the flying creatures, since they can easily get away from a local flood. Oh, I should know this one. Imzara's listening. We've been married for a little over 550 years. Has it been that long already? My, how time flies. Oh, you can see reminders of our anniversaries on that shelf over there. Imzara, my dear, you do love that letter. Any more questions? That's a good question. My favorite animal. There are so many to choose from. Ooh, I like the tiny hovering bird that can fly in all directions, even backwards. My wife, she likes that tall, long-necked brown and white animal with the fuzzy nose.
Ooh, no, this is... It's like chicken scratch.
What's my favorite?
It's like scrolls. The scriptures are written here. Ooh, check it out. Now that right there is cool. No way I could read what that says, but I think we all know what those things. Well, I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling I know what it is. Ooh, the pottery, man. Wow. Someone let me know if that's actual language that's written on there, or if it's just gibberish. If it is actual language, let me know what it says. This is so cool. Oh, no, that stuff like this fascinates me. This is incredible.
And that guided all the people. I've been building boats most of my life. But of course, not ready. So, it took me a while to find it.
Alright, moving on to the next thing. The construction work area, huh? all these old looking tools. I've seen that. Ooh, blacksmith shop. That should be interesting. Didn't know how to work with that. First, the top flow flood. The enormous task of building the ark and caring for the animals likely required a variety of skills such as growing crops, animal husbandry, woodworking, metalworking, and leadership. Discover how Noah may have acquired and honed these abilities before the Lord called him into his famous son. Forgive me if I don't know how to pronounce words like this. I have trouble with words. I don't really understand. Noah lived in an increasingly evil world, yet he faithfully served the Lord, protecting the wickedness in his city. Noah boldly proclaimed the truth about God. He was a just man, and he walked with God. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. So God looked upon the earth, and indeed it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted their way on earth. Oh, that's cute. It's going to be a book area. Alright guys, I'm doing my best to talk loud more, but the more people there are, the harder it is for me to get over my fear. One's death. Death might seem like a harsh consequence for sin, but we fail to understand the wretchedness of sin compared to God's holiness. Know that He's entirely pure and set apart from evil way. His perfect justice He must punish. Also, in sin, death is a merciful punishment. Can you imagine what it would be like to live forever in a fallen world? Wicked people will never die, and if they knew there were no serious consequences for sin, they would act however they wanted, and the world would become even worse. I agree with that. Looks like we made it to the shop area, guys. Take a look around here before I proceed. Actually, there's stuff on the other side I didn't see yet. This. Get you some hits, some decoration. You know, this right here would be nice. My mom would like this. What if I should get it? Oh, that's just a regular candle. You know what? Hold on. Take that out of it for a second. It's not bad, considering the place we're in. Ooh, oh, I should get this. Does it have a price on it anywhere? I don't think so. But man, that'd be nice to get. You have a lot of good stuff here. That's so cool. Got a candle. Wooden candle. Pretty nice. But that right there, I like. These two things I might come back and get later. Oh, dude. Look at this. $10. We got some Christmas pieces. Oh, now those look nice. One of these. They had these in front before we got on the marketplace. There we go. I'm gonna be careful, I don't want to drop any of this. Christmas Town Recreation Museum. It's a pretty good coffee mug. These are the types of coffee mugs my mom has at home. I really am thinking about getting my mom that candle later. I might not record myself getting it, but I might. It depends. Ooh, here's this. It's the same ornament but bigger. It's nice. This doesn't use it here, obviously. But oh, look at this. Gosh, check this out. The boxes. Ooh. They got these little wooden homemade ornaments. Oh, that's so awesome, dude. That's so cool. What else do they have? Oh, is it only that one bird? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. I remember these little thingies. I used to get ornaments like this all the time. They didn't look as good as this one, though. This one was hand-stitched, looks like. Might not have been, but it looks like it. Yep, homemade. gonna go. Ooh, cookie.
Teams and it's an honor for these folks. And just like the Lord brought the animals to Noah, He has brought yours to inheritance.
I'm not really in the mood for fudge, but if I did get fudge, it'd either be cookies and cream or the original chocolate. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate. Peanut butter brittle. No, I gotta think about getting some of this. I might get some of that. We got some stuff over here I hadn't seen. Oh, it's one of these penny machines, guys. Look at this. You can get the ark. You can get the like a peacock. Is that a camel? And then a construction worker on this one. That one would be good to have, that ark one. Oh, coming soon. Okay, so you won't be able to use it yet. Huh. Okay, guys. This is frightening. About to look down below. I'm gonna go over here and see what's going on. Oh, I made it back. I made it all the way back. I see. Well then. I guess it's an easy. Like I said, I still don't know what it is, but this is great. This is real great. From here on out, I'm going to talk as loud as I possibly can. So guys, I hope you're enjoying this. This is already like 34 minutes long. Not counting the other two videos I have. And if the recording don't stop and if I don't run out of space before I'm through, I'll try to go back through and then stop on the way back and take another look at the stuff I kind of skipped over in my last two. This one. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't know there was stuff on top. Look at this. I want to kind of stand back here so I won't be people's. Check that out. About right there is probably the best thing. Lights, the way they're fixed. So cool, dude! This replica of the ark is so amazing. I don't care about my favorite heights right now. I'm gonna suck it up. Look at that, dude! That's so cool. Oh, that's a close-up right there. Hello down there. Alright, we're going up to the final floor. Hello. Oh wow, this is really high up. If the wall wasn't here, that would make it even worse for me. But yeah. You know what? Oh wow, there's a convenient area up here too. This is probably going to be where most of the reading is going to be. Like, a lot more reading. So I guess up here, I'll read a little bit, record a little bit, and just... Oh, that thing over there, I go to youth camp somewhere, and they have something just like that. Not exactly like it, but something like it. Okay? Oh, we'll make our run around. Hello, sir. I'm good. I like y'all shirts.
down to HR, we'll hire you in a heartbeat and you can have one.
Oh, I'm good. I'm actually going to barber college right now.
Going where?
Barber school.
Yeah. I could use a haircut.
My uncle has a shop in Flowood, Mississippi, and I'm going to work for him when I get out. Name's Wyatt, by the way.
I wish you would. Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
That's a neat name.
It is. Uncle Mike tells people just call me Wyatt, so remember.
There you go.
It's nice to meet you.
Some people might not want to get their haircut. Might be kind of afraid to get a haircut by Wyatt.
Probably, yeah. I didn't think of that. Born in Queensland, Australia, Ken became a high school teacher of applied science in 1976. He left his teaching position to work full-time in ministry, speaking to churches and running a creation bookstore from the front of his home. Is that him? Oh, nice. That's pretty cool stuff. After several speaking tours in the U.S., Ken moved his family to CA in 1987 and joined the Institute of Creation Research. As he spoke widely across the U.S., his burden to build a creation museum continued to grow. In 1994, Ken teamed up with Mark Lillian and Mike Sylvain and starred Answers in Genesis in a trip mall in northern Kentucky. Oh yeah, this art replica's in Kentucky, by the way, guys. Didn't know that's where we're at. In spite of opposition from atheist organizations and others that fought against reasoning efforts, land was purchased and museum plans were unveiled. On May 26, 2007, Ken's prayer was answered as the Creation Museum opened to the public. Millions have visited since the museum opened. Now I'll get this one.
Accuracy of biblical account of creation, Noah's Ark, the worldwide flood, and most importantly, the saving gospel message. But we've just started. Our future plans include reconstruction of the Tower of Babel, a biblical walled city, and so much more. At the same time,
Guys, my aunt just called me, so I'm probably going to cut this one short. Just about a little bit. Or to keep going for a few minutes. I might not be able to read much more. I might just have to like slowly skim through all this, but I'll make sure I'll stop for a few minutes just to make sure you'll be able to read everything. And I'll still talk, but I might not read. So, yeah, we're going to this other part here. Since I was so slow, they probably went on ahead and finished before me, but I haven't seen anything yet, so I don't want to go through and see everything. Got the living quarters ahead of us, but I think we're just going to go around this area. Let's see. I'll wait for you to put the pen on. We're going to see if I can zoom in. Let's try it. Notice they have clear access. Y'all have to forgive me, my hands are a bit shaky at the moment. I've been carrying this thing the whole time. So, let's see. One of the living quarters so nice. Illustrations of Noah's Ark rarely give any consideration to the living arrangements for Noah and his family. What might their rooms have been like? Would they be simple? Housing only the bare necessities, or would they have taken great care in building their rooms, just like they did with the rest of the yard? There are many reasons to think their living quarters were quite nice. As far as we know, the Lord did not inform Noah how long they would be on the ark, so the family would probably have prepared for an extended time inside the ark. Also, they worked hard caring for the animals every day. Having a comfortable place to relax and refresh would be extremely beneficial for keeping up moral and energy for all the hard labor they face. Or morale. I'm gonna go around. Okay, you go through that way. These are going to be popular spots. So guys, y'all just take this time and do some of this stuff. Looks a lot better than this in person. That's neat. Wow. All right.
Ice logs. And we find certain of these cylinders to have 680,000 layers. How could it be that just 4,000 years ago, all of this ice formed?
My debate with Bill Nye only had a few seconds to respond to his claim about the so-called annual layers of ice. I refer to the lost squad, which you can see in this diorama. During World War II, 8 planes, 2 B-17s and 16 38s, were on their way to Scotland via Iceland, but they had to turn back because of a storm. Now, they were running low on fuel, so the pilots had to make emergency landings on the ice in a remote area of Greenland. 4 of the pilots survived and were rescued 6 days later. The planes were eventually discovered in the 1980s under 250 feet of snow and ice, and Amazingly enough, an expedition figured out how to bore a giant hole in the ice and bring up one of the P-38s piece by piece. That plane, now known as Glacier Girl, has been repaired and was even flown from Kentucky to New Jersey in 2007. Now, while the details of this real-life adventure are fascinating, there's one crucial point that's often overlooked. Those planes were found under more than 250 feet of ice, less than 50 years after they landed. Yet Bill Nye and others want us to believe that every little ring they see in ice cores represents an annual layer. But these layers are formed every time the snow and ice thaw a bit and then refreeze, and they're often associated with different snowstorms, which of course can fall many times in 1 year in Greenland. The 250-foot hole that was bored to reach the plane had far more than 50 of these so-called annual layers. But how could this be if the layers only form one per year? The truth is that these layers in the ice are not annual layers. So Bill Nye and others who push the idea of millions of years while talking about annual rings in ice cores are simply wrong. Furthermore, the 680,000 years that Bill Nye talks about don't even come from counting these so-called annual rings from an ice core in Antarctica, as Mr. Nye seemed to imply. The counting of these layers is actually done on the Greenland ice cores, and those cores show about 110,000 layers. It's true that the area where the planes were discovered receives much more snow today than the central region of Greenland where the ice cores were taken from. But the conditions during the ice age that followed the flood would have led to heavier and more frequent snowfalls throughout Greenland. The amazing story of the Lost Squadron shows us that these are not annual rings. Once again, we see that observable, testable, and repeatable science contradicts the secular belief in millions of years and confirms the truth recorded in Scripture.
My scientific colleagues go to places like Greenland, Arctic, go to Antarctica, and they drill into the ice. And we pull out long cylinders of ice, long ice rods. And we find certain of these cylinders to have 680,000 layers. How could it be that just 4,000 years ago, all of this ice formed?
My debate with Bill Nye only had a few seconds to respond to his claim about the so-called annual layers of ice. He referred to the Lost Squadron, which you can see in this diagram. During World War II,
Yes, this is what I want to know about. Recovered from my sleep. I cannot pronounce that either. Rock layers of every continent except Antarctica and Australia, stretching over 11 feet high. At the shoulders, mammoths, Promgenus, or the woolly mammoth, was about the same size as a modern African elephant. Really?
Now, while the details of this real-life adventure are fascinating, there's one crucial point that's often overlooked. Those planes were found under more than 250 feet of ice, less than 50 years after they landed. Yet Bill Nye and others want us to believe that every little ring they see in ice cores represents an annual layer. But these layers are formed every time the snow ice core every frequency, and they're often associated with different snowstorms, which of course will be the 250-foot hole is able to reach the plane at far more than 50 of these so-called annual layers. Back at this speed, the layers only form one per year. The truth is that these layers in the ice are not annual layers. So Bill Nye and others who push the idea of millions of years while talking about annual rings in ice cores are simply wrong. Furthermore, the 680,000 years of Bill Nye's
Grand Canyon.
Have you ever looked at lust? This has happened plenty of times. The scriptures say, lying lips are an abomination.
Well, guys, I think this is about time I come to a close here.
The Bible says all liars will get out of the fire. No thief, no adulterer, no blasphemer will hear God's kingdom. So what are you going to do? Well, the Bible tells us God's already done something.
I'm gonna look in this part real quick for y'all, because this looks interesting to me.
Born of a woman, perfect, sinless man. Jesus Christ was God manifested in the flesh. The Bible says he was the express image of the invisible God, and this perfect, sinless
Check this out. Denying the bill of science.
You may not understand the deep implications. You and I are possible. We're heading for God's prison, a place called hell, not for God. But Jesus stepped in and he fight for us. When he was on the cross, he cried out, "It is finished." In other words, the debt has been paid. If you recall that somebody pays a fine, the judge will say, "This person's guilty." So he's out. God can let us live forever. He can dismiss our case. He can commute our debt sentence because of what Jesus did on the cross. The judge can be just. We can only know because Jesus paid the fine.
Maybe I should have.
Every minute, 100 people die. Every hour, 6,000 people die. Every day, 150,000 people die. Every year, 54 million people, the strong ones of that time, or death. When God offers you no answer. So they cry out, "God, in your mercy, please." You don't just believe in the mercy, you want to trust. The Bible says, "Follow what Jesus does." And love it, you do that. Your lives will be damned. Come on. You have God's promise. Today, you hear His voice. Come out of your lives. Thank you for listening.
Here we go. The flood begins on the 17th day of the second month of Noah's 600th year. All the waters of the great deep and all the waters of the sky let loose upon the earth, great fishes from in the earth's crust. You sure did. No. There we go. Now I can get all the information. First day of the 10th month, I was just in the 10th month. Mountains are also the other cities. These waters are also great, but the hills are not. This is continuing. emerging land surfaces, large amounts of sediment are washed away and animals are quickly carried into the made it back. Guys, I think we got. I might go one more place over here. Amazing. honestly think that's about all we want to do for looking at stuff. We got a few more right here, of course. To be honest, I don't think a flat Earth is real. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, yeah, this is exactly what a flat Earth. Let's be honest. This is what a flat Earth looks like. You really think we'd have all this on Earth and not be? Listen. Hello. What do y'all think about the flat Earth?
Pardon?
What do you think about the flat Earth? It's nice.
Yeah. Just not real, huh?
No. I've been done fall off the face of the earth if that was real.
Pardon?
I've been done fell off the side if it was real.
We went a ball.
Nice. You know what? This will be the one last thing that I'm looking at. I think this is a good stopping point right here.
So we would take a
Yay! It's my aunt. Oh! Simulation. Another replica arc. I'm gonna make sure I get all the information on you. That's nice. Trying to give y'all time to read. And look. Nice way to this book. Start from the step. pretty interesting stuff here. Last page. You won't forget it. I'm not turning this off until I actually feel like turning it off, guys. So you're gonna be with me for a little bit longer. This is gonna take a long time to upload. I'll tell you all that. What's this? Oh, that's cool. Finally made it to my favorite part. This is gonna take a while. I guess I could stand back a bit. Away from me, people who made this place is awesome. If this was in book form, I'd definitely get it.
For the history by Herodotus, there's a 1300 gap with just 9 copies. Then we have 10 copies of Siege of Gallic Wars after a 900-year gap. Now, very few people question whether we have the original message of these writings, yet they constantly attack the Bible on this point. And yet the manuscript evidence we have for these is so minimal, and the gap between when they were written and when their earliest copies come from is enormous. So what about the New Testament? Well, it was written in the 1st century AD, and the earliest manuscript evidence we have for it comes within 50 years of that time. Now, how many copies do we have? Well, there are nearly 6,000 Greek New Testament manuscripts, and they average about 450 pages each. Looks like I should have used a bigger cup. But you know what? That's just the Greek manuscript. When we count the other languages like Latin, Coptic, and Armenian, there's another 20,000 manuscripts. As I mentioned earlier, critics and skeptics rarely question whether we have the original message of these writings, and yet they frequently attack the Bible on this point. You know, it really just shows their bias. But when we look at the evidence before us, we see that their arguments really don't amount to a hill of beans.
Alright, bye. It's nice meeting you. That was the guy I talked to earlier about stuff. Aunt Mel. I'm back.
Good.
No.
Hey. Love you. This was nice.
It was nice. Have you stopped recording yet?
Sir?
Have you stopped recording?
No, this is my first time in Kentucky. My first time in the Ark.
Mine too.
And it was fabulous. I suggest that anyone that loves the Bible story of Noah, they should definitely come here, bring their children, but bear in mind it's a very long trip, tour through here, exhibit, whatever you want to call it, and there's multiple things to do. So you could probably stay for a few days here. All the way from
Alright guys, I'm probably going to go down here and buy my mom something. And that's pretty much the end. So, give you one more brief look around here. And that's about it. Yeah.
Go up and then go down.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Sorry about that.
Did you see the ark, the door of the ark? Where they entered, everybody came in right here.
I didn't.
Do that and let me take it. You go there and I'll hold this and you get, no, don't turn it off. Just keep you on the end of it. Okay, so we're gonna black out for just a moment. Okay, go. The door of the ark, I'm gonna flip. This is your last opportunity to get in the door. It's right here, or you'll be lost forever. I got you. Come on. I blacked it out. All right, I did that with my hand, so it's still big.
Now I feel retarded. Okay. I saw some.
Going down again. What?
I saw like an ornament thing.
On this floor?
Alright guys, I'm going to
and also a wonderful wild animal program at the Animal Acquisition Store. In our food design, we also have a variety of food and dining options at various
I'm gonna get this from mom. I thought we'd get that, but I like this better.
Staff badge and brilliant smiles.
Oh, I just spread out a little bit like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like spread out. Our only main one would be in ours, which is like the biggest conference here of our house.
Is that on the first floor?
No, that's directly outside the arc as you're exiting out. It's like two story building.
Oh no, but don't have anything on it. Sad. Hold on. Well guys, I don't know. I don't know if this is just a look at. Surely you can get it if it's sitting there. But I really like that. All right.